So we saw the Secretary of HHS and even the President come out and talk about the need to discuss further and publicly and within science what is happening with common drugs and vaccines and the occurrence of autism. It's real, it's a serious thing, and it's been increasing tremendously. So what's the actual link? What's the connection? I want to make it simple with Tylenol, basically. Tylenol, not only does it aggravate the liver, it's hard to detoxify. We end up with some toxic metabolites that disrupt and deplete our main antioxidant in the liver as well as the body. It's glutathione. If I deplete that main antioxidant, I start to strain other important antioxidant systems like the brain's main antioxidant, that is alpha-lipoic acid. Alpha-lipoic acid recycles vitamin C and CoQ10 and all the things that the mitochondria, the powerhouse, the energy producer of the cell, that's heavily concentrated in the brain and the frontal lobe, especially in developing newborns or even fetuses, heavily concentrated in the heart, heavily concentrated in a few other very important organs. So if we are damaging the ability or burdening the mitochondria by taking away alpha-lipoic acid because we've depleted glutathione, then you can see how we might have a major problem. But it's not only the antioxidants and it's not just the detoxification. We end up actually distorting significantly the microbiome. So if it's a pregnant mother, the microbiome, if we have this chronic use or even frequent use of Tylenol, we're going to end up disrupting bile flow. We might not create a whole bunch of toxins with a lot of chronic use, but at the very least, we're going to stop bile flow. And every time we stop bile flow, we end up not being able to nourish the microbiome and suppress bad bacteria, gram-negative bacteria that will produce lipopolysaccharides, leak into the bloodstream through a leaky, weakened gut barrier. And those lipopolysaccharides go straight to the brain, straight to the most important area of the brain, which is right in the middle. It connects right and left. It's known as the corpus callosum, but also there's some other really important structures right in the middle of that brain that's highly metabolic. And if you drive inflammation there by driving a lipopolysaccharide into the bloodstream and it makes it to this highly metabolic area, then the anterior cingulate gyrus and its connection ends up having problems with social behavior, ends up having problems with attention, ends up with problems with language and words and all of the things that we see in autism or any scenario on the spectrum. We have problems with that. It's very prevalent in our world these days, and it's not just autism, it's lots of other mental health scenarios. So yeah, it's a huge issue, but it's not the only issue. It's not just vaccines. It's not just Tylenol. It is not just genetics. It's a combination of everything, and it all comes back to our immune system and our gut and our brain connection.